Hello students, welcome back to my channel Conceptual Learning. So today we are going to start with the new topic in the new subject, that is business organization and management. So you people are going to read this subject in the first semester of your BCom, which is very much a foundation subject. The topics covered in this subject will be, I think you people will be read in already in your intermediate also, in plus 1 and plus 2. So all those topics you are going to read again once again in this first semester, okay na? So today I am going to give the introduction. So what is actually business organization and management? So in this you are going to study about what do you mean by business, what is the meaning of the organization, what are the different functions are there in the organization, and you are going to study different theorems of the organization. And next, what do you mean by basic meaning of the management, and what are the functions of the management? All this you are going to read like 5 chapters about business organization management will be covered in the 5 chapters. So in the first chapter I am going to give the introduction. So basically the first chapter, so we are going to have the 5 chapters. First one is the introduction and the forms of the business organization. In this we are going to see what do you mean by business, and what are the different kind of the forms of the business organization, what are the advantages, disadvantages, features of this kind of the business organization we are going to cover. And in the second chapter we are going to study completely about the joint stock company. What is the nature, characteristics, okay, how can you start a company, registration process, all this we are going to cover in the second chapter. And third chapter we are going to see the everything regarding the management. What do you mean by management, and what are the functions of the management, who given the scientific management theory, and what are the 14 principles of the management. All this you are going to study in the third chapter. Fourth chapter deals with the planning and organizing in the management, planning and organizing in the organization. What do you mean by planning, what do you mean by organizing, and the nature and types of the planning, what do you mean by line and staff organization. All this you are going to study in fourth chapter. And fifth chapter, it is the last chapter, we are going to deal with the authority, coordination and the control. What is the meaning of these three terms, and we are going to see briefly about the authority, coordination and control. So the first chapter here is the introduction and forms of the business organization. So first of all, let us understand the meaning of the economic activity, so that you can understand the meaning of the business. Okay, so what is economic activity? Yeah, everyone, what is economic activity? Economic activity is a, see, every individual in the society, definitely to lead his life he has to perform some activity, yes or no? So for doing if he do some activity, then only he can survive in this society. So but we have to find out all the activities which are performed by the men, all those activities in return he is getting something or not, first we have to find out. Okay ma, if a person is getting, by doing some activity, if a person is getting something monetary benefit in return, then it is called as the economic activity. Okay, for example, if a man is getting some money, okay, or the financial benefit in return for doing some work, then it is called as the economic activity. Okay na, if a man is doing some work and if and he is getting something in return for doing that work, is called as the economic activity ma. For example, in your house your mom cooks for you, yes or no? Before you are leaving to the college, she will pack your bag box, she will do every activity for you, and she is getting anything in return, any financial benefit in return? No, she is doing it for you out of your the love and affection, yes or no? So the mother is doing the activities for her children out of love and affection. So all these kind of the activities which are done by the people in the society out of love and affection are called as the non-economic activities. And the activities which are done by the men or the women, whoever it may be, the person in the society, the activities done by a person in the society to earn something in return, to earn money in return, okay, is known as the economic activity. So this is the difference between the economic and the non-economic activity. Then what is business? Then what is business? So let us understand the meaning of the business also. I think you people are able to understand the meaning of the economic and non-economic activity. For doing some activity, if a person is gaining some money in return, is known as economic activity. If a person is doing some activity out of love and affection towards other person, is known as the non-economic activity. Okay, just remember this one thing. Then we are going to understand the meaning of business. What do you mean by business?